Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome back to another episode of J&B Live. Today's topic is keeping folks out of your business
Exactly.
and why telling too much will ruin your relationship. It can ruin your finances, and more importantly, it can ruin your peace. Okay, guys, we're going to get real about why everybody does not need to know your business, not your business, but your business. Your family don't need to know everything, your friends, your church members, and especially social media, which some of you have become just outrageous with putting stuff out there on social media. And I'm sure you've seen it where people are sharing every single aspects of their lives on social media. So this is going to go from oversharing relationships and money problems to broadcasting your children's every move online. We explore how envy, jealousy, and fake support can sabotage your peace. Okay, so the question you should be asking yourself based on the title of today's topic is: should a man or woman discuss personal struggles with family, friends, or the church? Or is silence sometimes the strongest power move? You have to think about that. And we're going to take a look at some real life scenarios within each generation, the Gen X, Gen Z, and then, of course, the baby boomers. We're going to take a look at some of the messy truths and the viral worthy sound bites that come up. Okay, so we're going to take a deep dive into the art of keeping your private life protected. So, guys, tune in. We're glad you're here. Thank you for
Welcome.
joining us.
Welcome.
Okay, and we're going to do some laughing. We're going to learn. We're going to think twice before you post or tell somebody your next move. Okay, guys, let's talk about it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we about to get into, guys.
Okay, before we get started, let's do a couple of shout outs. Thank you, Rama Boy, for joining us, and Baby Cakes. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you guys for being a part of the JMB family. We love you guys, and thank you so much for joining us. So, welcome back to another episode of JMB Live. I am your girl, Dr. B, and today we're going to have that conversation about, that some of y'all probably do not want to have, but it's time for us to have it. We're talking about why you need to stop telling everybody your business. Some people tell every single thing. Yes, family, them so-called friends, and even them church folks. Everybody smiling in your face are not rooting for you. They do not have your personal interests at heart sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And welcome, guys. Again, I'm your boy. That guy, Broker J3. Doc B. This one right here. It does hit a little different because we see this every single day, guys. Folks are running to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Bigo Live, and they're telling the world their business, and then wondering why their relationships fall apart, why their money ain't right, and why folks in the church pews are whispering about them. This ain't for the faint at heart.
Okay, guys, this ain't for everybody. This topic is not, because some people see everybody as being on their side, everybody that's rooting for them. But we're talking about today that sometimes those family, those friends, those church members are not rooting for you guys. That I hate to say it. And before we dive in, y'all know what the drill is. I need you to shout out to all of our listeners. I'm shouting out to all of our listeners across the world. Those of you who are tuned in with us, thank you to those who have been with us, been rocking with us from day one. Y'all keep us going. If you haven't already done so, guys, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to like. I need you to share. And we love those comments. And tell somebody about JMB Live. This is how we keep the conversation going. We appreciate your support, and we would like for you to continue as we grow together. Okay, guys, let's talk about it.
All right, guys. And also, if you want to keep us, continuously on the air going, go ahead and make sure you drop that donation. Make sure you send that gift. We do have a
Yes.
gift goal, and we appreciate you guys if you help us to hit that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you share the link so that others can join the movement.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a moment right now, take your time to go to YouTube if you're not already watching us live on YouTube, and subscribe to Live with J and B. That is our channel. at Live with J and B. So make sure you guys head on over there and please subscribe, because what we're talking about today, trust me, you need to hear it. You need
Okay.
to understand why you need to keep people out of your business.
Okay. Thank you, King Hovey, GJ Fix. Thank you. We have Brooke. Russell just became one of our number 2 gifters. So thank you, Brooke. We appreciate it, and much love to all of y'all. We appreciate your support again. Now, let's take a deeper dive. Why y'all tell everything? Some people tell every single thing about what's going on. Everything. I went to the store. I came back from the store.
They tell everything.
So we're going to break down how people run to family and friends when their relationships are rocky. He didn't pay the bills this month. She didn't cook dinner. Next thing you know, the whole family looking at you, that your partner sideways, cross-eyed, rolling their eyes, even after y'all don't even made up, but your family members or whoever you told it to still holding a grudge against that person. Isn't that something?
Yeah, and you know what? To piggyback on what you're saying, Doc B, I actually was speaking to somebody today that was telling me that his girl was on the phone talking to her about their relationship, because they had been arguing for the last week. And I had to explain to him, you might have to sit down and talk to your girl and let her know you can't tell everybody your business. It doesn't matter if it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your best friend, because let me tell you something. Everybody may not want you with that person. So they're going to give you a biased opinion on how they feel about that. Ain't nothing worse than telling your boys about a fight with your girl, then bringing her around them and they giving you the side eye.
Okay.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Or if you tell your mom something about your girl or your guy, and then you bring him around, and then you wonder why your mom don't like him, your dad don't like him. Y'all let folks inside y'all house that wasn't even supposed to be there. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay, now, and to our young adults, the Gen Zs, y'all, you guys, I'm just keeping it real. Some of you may hate me, but like I said, I'm your favorite auntie. That oversharing on TikTok, that putting too much, posting arguments, breakups. I saw where on the other day that this chick was saying, don't even get married and have children, because she was crying, and she posted this on TikTok for the world to see. Some things you need to just keep to yourself.
Exactly.
So stop going live every time you break up with somebody. Sometimes you might want to heal in private. Don't give the world a front row seat to your pain, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking that pain of yours and they're running with it. Okay. Thank you, Mona Wilson. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Mona Williams. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
What is that? Nanya. She's a Gen Xer.
Yeah.
She's a Gen Xer.
All right.
We appreciate the number 2 gift badge.
Thank you.
We appreciate your support. We appreciate all you guys' support. We thank you for joining us, because you could have been somewhere else, but you decided to join J&B Line Podcast today, and we truly appreciate you guys. Let's talk about the middle-aged adults, the Gen Xers.
Okay, some of the Gen Xers are telling their siblings or church members about financial struggles, okay, such as borrowing money. We know we do have a lot of middle-aged adults that are, they may not be financially, fit right now. So they do have to borrow money from time to time. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you don't have to tell everybody that you borrowing money and you late on your bills. And then you get mad because Sunday morning, you the topic of the sermon. So don't get mad if you share that information, because the person you sharing it with may be sharing it with 10 more people.
Exactly. And it's like that. I'm quite sure some of you guys either know somebody or may have yourself, probably talked about your relationship or what's going on in your life, maybe inadvertently not thinking about it, because whatever was going on might have been something that touched you. So you really didn't think about it. You were just sharing that information. Now, talking about the baby boomers, our parents and some grandparents or whatnot, they have to stop talking too much about the wills, about the life insurance, about the family drama at the reunions, creating fights between the kids, the cousins, before anything even happens. Because come on, let's get real. A lot of times those older folks, your grandparents, or older aunts or uncles, they tend to talk way too much more than they should.
Yeah, that is true. And like I said, I know that y'all know somebody in your family that fits into that either one of those categories. I truly do. And I know some things that they disclose they need to keep to themselves. And to be honest with you, once they told me, I wish they hadn't told me.
Right. And thanks, sweetie pie, for sending us a gift. We appreciate it. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us, Danny.
And Miss Empower, thank
Oh,
you.
hey, what's up?
Yeah, welcome
What's up,
back.
cuz? What's up, cuz? I know that's my cousin. It got to be. And
Yes,
she
thank
always
you.
comes and show much love. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
That's
guys.
that family love, y'all.
Thank you guys. You guys are off the chain. We do appreciate all of your support. And that person said, "Yep, I guess, yep, that's me."
That's right. That's right. Love you.
Okay, guys. In a nutshell, so stop giving the world front row seats to your pain. Everybody don't need to know that you're hurting.
Exactly.
You want to stop oversharing your breakup online. That won't heal you.
And y'all know y'all do it a lot. I see it on Facebook much.
Some people are doing too much.
Way too much.
Yes. And for the Gen Z, stop crying online about breakups. Just let it go. Move on. Let it go.
Y'all too young for that.
Yes. Okay, so shout out again to all of our listeners, to all of our givers. Thank you guys for being supporters. We appreciate you. Keep it coming. Keep tapping that screen. Keep sending those gifts, and share this episode with someone that you think can benefit from it. Okay,
that's
guys?
right. And I know you guys know somebody that can benefit for sharing their business or talking too much, especially online and to your friends. I mean, come on, guys. This is a real topic. It happens almost every day. So, guys, make sure you guys follow us on all platforms. We're on all social media platforms at Live with J and B. And for our audio listeners out there, we are on all of the podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, we are there. Just look for J&B Live. Make sure you guys drop a comment. Tell us what you think. Even when we're not online and you go back to one of our previous podcasts or even one of our shorts that we may share on social media, drop us a comment. Let us know, because this isn't just our conversation. It's our whole J&B Live family conversation.
Thank you. And we have a comment from Redeem. Come to Jesus and be saved. Repent and believe the gospel. So I am totally with you on board for those two statements. And thank you for your comments. We appreciate you guys. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to talk about family ain't always your friend. This one's going to hit a little heavy because when we think of family, we think of blood. Everybody that's your family are not for you. I hate to tell you. And some of you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you could be siblings, some of you could be cousins, first cousin, distant cousin, it doesn't matter. But you probably know that that person does not have your best interest at heart. And it's sad, but it is just true.
Exactly. And guys, and don't get me wrong, we're not confusing sometimes when family members have that little argument or disagreement and you fall out for a little bit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the family members when you have a disagreement or argument or whatever. They all on social media telling the whole world, what happened and why you can't stand your relatives right now. That's what we're talking about right now.
Okay. And we got a comment from Wow Really LOL, and that person says some family is sad. Yes, it is sad that the fact that some family members cannot get along. It is sad because you would expect that family members will always have your back.
Exactly. And just because somebody's family don't mean that they're on your side. Because believe me, some people are secretly praying for you to fail. Jealousy isn't always in the streets. Sometimes it's in the bloodline.
Yes,
I'm just being honest,
That's
guys.
sad to say, and it just breaks my heart to even have to mention that. But I'm just keeping it real. Also, Why Really says it used to bother me, but it don't bother me anymore. And I'm glad you were able to get past that and you realize that family member did not have your best interest at heart. It really is sad when the person doesn't know, when you think your family member has your back and they actually don't. So that's the saddest part. So thank God you actually realize what's actually happening. So thank you for your comments. Guys, keep those comments coming. We appreciate it. We've got Environmental that says, I've been the black sheep and I have been support for the others. I've learned, and I'm glad you have. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate you guys. Thank you again.
Yeah, and I'm doing good, and they all thought I was going to fail, but
Mm.
I'm doing so much better by the grace of God. Okay,
Ooh, yes,
ooh,
yes, yes.
okay.
And that is a testimony for me because of the fact that I feel exactly the way you do because of the way that, I grew up without parents. My parents died when I was really young. And so people thought that quite naturally growing up without parents that I would fail. I would become a statistics. And thank God, by the grace of God, I was able to go beyond what the statistics said I would become, with my degrees and then things that I have accomplished. But my family was not always in my corner. I want everybody to know that. Even some family members are waiting for you to fall. And don't go through a divorce. I'll tell you that now. Go through a divorce. They'll sit back and watch you. They won't ask if you need one red penny. They'll be waiting for you to fall.
Yeah, they will. They
Yeah.
will.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, we know some of you guys here have experienced that either with a
Mm-hmm.
family member
Yeah.
or a friend, somebody in the church, because
Yeah.
trust me, it's not just relationships,
Mm-hmm.
it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys share this live right now because this is a topic that needs to get out. We need to understand why sometimes sharing our business or
Mm-hmm.
telling folks too much of our business can be a problem for you guys.
Okay, and we had another comment from Latoya said, "Well, your family spent years doing you dirty. Oh God, and then hiding it by silencing the wrongdoing." Yeah, they do that, and sometimes they do it sneakingly. They throw the rock and hide their hands. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
don't have to keep covering their wrongs
Yeah, yeah.
to you. I encourage people to speak up. Yes,
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 yes, yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
guys, y'all keep them gifts coming. Keep those comments coming.
We
Keep
appreciate
tapping
it.
that screen.
One
Yes.
of our let's get into
Okay.
a quick scenario,
Okay.
Doc B.
Okay. Yes, this is a story about a woman who confided in her sister about her marital struggles.
Mm, 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 mm.
And y'all know, I mean, we've seen it on TV in some of the black shows, but only to find out that that sister slid into her husband's DM inbox. So I'm keeping it real. This is not unorthodox. These things do happen. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
listen, family, but blood don't cancel out betrayal. Just because you related to that person by blood, that don't mean they can't betray you. Sometimes strangers have your back better than family does.
Exactly. And for my fellas out there,
Yep.
sometimes, telling your guy friends about your girl and stuff like that, you never know. They might want to talk to your girl. They might want to be with your girl. So you need to be real careful because certain things you say, they could go back and
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, so and so told me this and this. And your girl will know if it's personal information that you and her should only know about. So when she finds out that you're discussing that business, hey, that's already a bad combination for things to go wrong. So, Doc B, let's get into this generational breakdown, okay?
Okay.
The generation, young people, siblings, snitching about relationships,
Mm-hmm.
Gen Y adults,
Mm-hmm.
they jealous about their cousins throwing
Mm.
shades about your career or your house. It's crazy.
And then this is the kicker, Broker J3. Sometimes when you have accomplished a lot more than your family member think you have, because sometimes they'll say, well, she'll never amount to anything. I don't know if y'all have ever heard that statement before. Sometimes your family members will say that. Sometimes church members will say you won't amount to anything, based on your circumstances when you were little. And then when you become accomplish some things, they'll go to throwing up what you used to be. They'll go to throwing up things that happen to your family, something to try to make you feel bad about where you are today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or that lack of support.
yeah.
I can even tell a personal story. When I had a restaurant a few years back, I got a bunch of family, but only a few family members showed up. And Miss
Mm,
Empower, hey, if you still there,
yeah.
much love. She
Thank
came
you.
out to the restaurant. She showed love.
Uh-huh.
See, that's what real family that support you do. All the rest of them, they secretly, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for your downfall. So I'm quite sure once the restaurant closed, I'm quite sure a lot of those family members was happy and they're
Mm-hmm.
calling, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
knowing what's going on. You understand?
Yeah. And then now, for the sisters out there, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it raw. Some of them will get jealous if you got a man. They don't have no man, but they'll get mad at you or jealous of you because you got a man. And then they start plotting. Some people are just downright trifling. So this is what we're talking about today, keeping some folks out of your business. Some folks don't need to know if you got a man. You don't need to tell some people your personal business. Okay, guys? So we're going to talk about the baby boomers, those adult children. Some of them are competing for attention. They're misusing private info for power plays. In other words, they'll go and tell your business to somebody else.
That's right.
It happens, guys.
And again, like I said, guys, blood does not cancel out betrayal.
Mm-mm.
Let's keep that in mind. Just because somebody related to you, don't mean that they won't betray you. Sometimes family is the first ones to stab you in the back.
Well, stab, and it hurts so bad, guys, when family does that.
And remember, Doc B, when you talked about cousins and the sister sliding into her cousin-in-law's or brother-in-law inbox.
Mm-hmm.
This is real, folks. Mm-hmm. And this is what's going on when y'all display y'all business. Yeah. And I'm finna put something out there for the ladies.
Yeah.
When y'all talking to y'all girlfriends about that new man that y'all got, ooh, girl, he this and he that, and yeah, he got that package, girl. I'm talking about he knows what to do with it. You just met him. He's not truly committed to you. So he might have side-eyed your girl, but you was the first one that spoke to him. So if they approach him, what you think he gonna do? She already know he got the package. He got it going on. So she might want to experience that herself.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, women, and I had to tell Broker J3, some women, I'm gonna keep it real. Sisters know, they know I'm telling the truth. Some women are just down out trifling. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, this is nothing new. Everybody on this podcast, part of our audience and our listeners, should know that I am telling the truth.
If y'all think Doc B is telling the truth, I want y'all to put a thumbs up in the comments. If y'all think Doc B, a heart or a thumbs up. If y'all think what Doc B saying right now is the truth, we want to see those thumbs or those hearts, because y'all know what she's saying right now is true. Come on now. There we go.
Yeah,
we know what time it is.
Yeah.
We know what time it is. You know what? Let's get off the family for a minute, Doc B.
Okay.
Let's talk about, y'all ready? Let's talk about the church, the streets, and that social media.
Okay, guys, let's be real. Some church members, they don't actually want to pray for you. You think they do.
Yeah.
They just want to gossip about you. You are to talk. Don't come in there with a new man. Everybody be talking, okay? You think you're sharing a testimony sometime when you get up and speak, how good God has been to you. But they run it back like it's the morning news. Just gossiping about you because you were brave enough to give your testimony and you want to share with someone what you had experienced. But guess what? Those church members, they ain't doing nothing but gossiping. That's how some folks are. Now, I'm not talking about everybody in the church. Just like we weren't talking about every family member, but you need to be particular about who you share your information with.
Exactly. Now, don't let me get started about social media. We tapped on it earlier, but y'all know y'all be posting y'all whole life on social media. Sometimes you post more on social media than you do when you're actually talking to your relatives. Your kids, every step that they take. Your bank account, like you flexing, like you really need to tell people how much money you got, or how much you making on your job, or you got a new job. And then you mad when people comment, criticize, or even sabotage. You keep some mystery in your life. Let them figure some stuff out without you just publicizing everything that's going on. What gives me the most? Those posts. Woke up this morning, I brushed my teeth. 2 hours later, I combed my hair and I ate some cereal. Nobody don't care about none of that stuff.
Some people post everything. And, I'm the type of person, too, if you get something new, you don't have to show a picture of your brand new car on Facebook. You don't have to show a picture of that new outfit you wore to church on Sunday. Everybody don't need to see every single aspect of your life.
Exactly. Your Facebook wall is not your diary. Okay. Stop writing paragraphs about who hurt you. Half the people that's liking your post don't even like you.
Yeah. And see, some women, and I don't know about men, I can only speak about women. when they share a picture of them and they may have on a nice outfit, sexy outfit or whatever. You think you're looking good, your makeup beat down, and the guys are liking or hearting you. But guess what? Those guys don't know you.
Mm-mm.
So they posting or they commenting or liking based on what you have on. So don't get too caught up in that. You don't know. Don't share that personal information. And those type of pictures you really don't need to be sharing on Facebook or any social media outlet anyway, to be honest with you.
Hey, if you guys like what we talking about, say shoot some hearts in that comment. Let us see that you guys are alive. We don't want no bots. We want some real people.
Okay.
Shoot some hearts in those comments. Drop a gift or two so we can see that you guys are present. Let's talk about some examples about
that. Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So what we're going to talk about now is some teenagers are posting locations of where they are. I'm gonna tell you, I think this happened to one of my cousins. She posted, especially when you go out of town and you're on vacation. Do you know that when you can post where you are located, somebody can go and rob you? Things now you have to be wise about. You don't need to post where you are. Somebody could be there and may cause harm to you. So that could be dangerous as well. So you want to be careful about when you're posting locations online.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And another thing, parents are oversharing children's achievement. Now, I don't have a problem with you sharing some accomplishments that your child made, because I know I post, when I'm spending time with my grandchildren. But also, guys, you have to think about this, because when you are posting those achievements, this could lead to envy. A lot of people are just plain out hateful. They don't like the fact that your children are doing well.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you post, if you want to post about a good time that you had with your family while you was out somewhere, do that post after you've already left.
Yeah.
Don't do that post live, especially if you don't really want some issue, because certain issue, like Dr. B said, can be dangerous. So after you finish that great place that you want to share, hey, I went to this amazing restaurant or this great outing that I want you guys to try. Post that after you already left that place, because you never know who could be stalking you.
Okay, I'm grateful. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Yes. We appreciate you guys. And you adults, stop bragging about that new car. Stop bragging about that new house, especially if you ain't use me to help you buy it. You know what I'm saying? For real. Which can actually lead to fake support and secret jealousy. Okay?
Yes, it can. Okay, now thank you, Brown Sugar, for your luxury watch gift. Thank you. We appreciate you. Okay, guys. Now, so your Facebook wall, we already said that is not your diary. Stop writing paragraphs about who hurt you. Half the people liking it don't even like you. I'm just keeping it real. And remember, Broker J3 just talked about the breakdown on social media about oversharing. Be careful about what you share on social media.
So after you go, well, you know what? Before we move a little further, we want to thank everybody again that have joined us. And while we're still almost halfway through the podcast right now, in the second half, winding it down, you guys go ahead and share the live. Share the live right now, so that anybody that may have missed it can come on in and join, because this last little part is going to be very important, and we want you guys to really get into it. We appreciate you for joining us. Thank you for tapping that screen.
Yeah, and thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate your support. Yes.
So after all this is going on, Dr. B, let's talk about how you can protect your peace.
This is the most important aspect of this conversation. The real flex is privacy. Learn to master silence. Learn to just be silent and be your own advocate. Just clap your own hands, pat your own self on the back.
Yes.
You don't need anyone else's approval, for what you do. Not everybody deserves access to your inner world. So you have to be careful with what you share.
That's right, guys. Sometimes you just have to move in silence and let your success speak for itself. The less they know, the less they can attack you, guys. Come on now.
Yes. So, guys, we thank you for your support. And stop telling people when you're fasting. You don't have to share with nobody about
none of their business. None of their business.
You don't have to share with them when you broke, you're in love, or if you're in pain. Silence is your shield, guys.
That's right.
Yes.
So instead of doing those things, Doc B, what can they do?
And now someone mentioned a comment that you favor Judge Mathis.
Oh Lord, are they back again? Are they back again?
Someone else said he
Are they?
agreed.
Oh Lord, are they back again? Okay, you and the Tyler Perry people. I mean, I just don't know. Do I need to take the glasses off? Do I need to change my hairstyle?
Okay, Quana ATL, thank you for your gift. She may have been one of
Thank
those
you.
comments.
We appreciate what is that? Hawata. Thank you so much. So much. I favor Bernie Mac a little bit. Yeah, somebody actually told me you're a mother sucker. Okay now. All right now. Don't get me started. I might
Oh my God. Okay, guys. So instead of telling people about, whether you're fasting, broke, in love, or in pain, what you want to do is use silence as your shield. So instead of doing that, you want to try maybe journaling instead of posting online. Sometimes it helps to write things down. And then, of course, you can also seek therapy instead of family gossip. There's nothing wrong with going to a therapist. And, most of the people are doing it online now. You can just have a therapy session if you feel like you have to share something with others instead of sharing it online.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also with that therapy, see, these people don't know you. So they can't have no biased opinions about you or what you discuss. It's okay to share your victories, again, only after they're already solid. And remember to teach your kids early about those digital footprints, because a lot of stuff that you post online is there forever. It don't matter if you click on there, delete, just because you deleted it, you might not see it no more, but other people still can.
Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, thank you again for your support. One person typed in something, as she said, she typed a typo. I didn't see it, so you're good. But thank you for joining us, and we do appreciate your support.
I did see somebody say run them up. If y'all want to run them gifts up for JB Live, go ahead. We want, we all for that.
Yes, guys, we appreciate everything that you do. We do. Okay, guys. So we're gonna keep it. We kept it real. That's what we do, and that's what we always aim to do. We keep it real and raw. And so, based on what we discussed, pretty that part of that little segment is silence is your shield. Privacy isn't about being sneaky, it's about being wise.
Yes.
And you don't have to tell people what's going on, whether it be fasting in love and pain, low on money, or whatever. That ain't nobody's business but yours. Okay?
That's right, guys, because it's like this, guys. And this is probably the best way.
Mr. and Mrs. Crawford, I'm not sure.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but
we always look like about 3 or 4 people when people comment on our episode. So, we appreciate your comments. We would like to know who Mr. and Mrs. Crawford is.
I don't know who they are, Dr. B. I don't know.
Thank you for your comments. We do appreciate it. So, guys, my final thoughts. Well, first, let me do a last shout out. We have Queen E4. We have Say Less. We have Jason Greer. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate
Wise, Baker Mayfield.
Yes. And if I don't shout you out, we are on 4 different platforms right now. So it's kind of hard to see all of the comments. I try my best to do it. But if we don't, then, we still love you just the same. And we appreciate your support. Okay, guys? So I hope you heard us today. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Privacy is not all about secrecy. It's about protection, protecting your peace. Too many lives have been ruined because people trusted the wrong ears. They told the wrong people. Sometimes you got to just sit back and just have a conversation, just you and God, or a therapist, or you want a journal instead of a group chat. Keep your relationship sacred, protect it, protect your money moves, and guard your children's future. Not everyone who smiles at you is for you. More wisely, move quietly. You don't let everybody know you got a new job, and never feel guilty about keeping folks out your business. I never do. Nobody needs to know. If I want you to know, I will tell you.
That's right. That's right. And Doc B said it perfectly, guys. Look here. Your peace is priceless, okay? Don't give people the power to use your own words against you, okay? Keep your love life sacred, protect it, keep your money tight. Everybody don't need to know what's going on with your finances. And your next move, make sure it's silent. People don't need to know what kind of moves you're making. At the end of the day, family, friends, and even church members, can be a blessing or they can be a
Yes,
burden.
they can.
And that all depends on what you hand to them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this: jealousy is quiet. Okay, it's not loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
You know what loud is?
Envy.
Envy
Mm-hmm.
is loud, but wisdom knows when to shut up. We already had a podcast on protect your circle,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
protect your peace,
Yes.
and live your life on your own terms.
Yeah,
Okay?
nobody else's. So thank you again. Y'all guys have been off the chain. Y'all have those gifts coming. So I want you to go ahead and keep tapping that screen, like, share, and share this episode with someone you think may benefit from it. We appreciate your support. So thank you guys again for rocking with us for another powerful episode of JNB Live. Again, like, share, subscribe, and tell somebody. Don't keep us a secret now, but keep your business a secret, okay?
That's right. And if you caught one of these viral clips today, drop it in the group chat, share it, share this story, and let folks know that JB Live Podcast is where the real talk happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just like that. You need to let them know that this is a place that you can come to and you can actually enjoy a good conversation about real topics that's going on in real life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to shout out to the different platforms that we are on, Broker J3.
Okay. We shout out to YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Bigo Live,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, fan base. We appreciate
Yes,
all of
thank
you
you.
guys for
Thank
rocking
you.
with us today. We appreciate you so much. And again, guys, remember to drop a comment. Even when we are not live,
Mm-hmm.
you can go back to the live or you can go back to one of our podcast shorts and tell us what you think. We always want to know what you think because we know you can't always catch us when we are live. Because this just isn't our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
This is the J&B Live family conversation.
Yes, and what I want you guys to do before we end this episode, we've been doing this now almost a year. So during our second season, we plan to bring in guests that will be part of a panel. So we would love to have some of you guys, if you want to join us for a panel discussion. If you do, just send us a comment or just send us something maybe in the chat or in the comment section that says that you would love to be a panel guest. That's what we're gonna do season 2. So thank you guys for rocking with us.
Somebody said, can you repeat that jealousy part?
Yeah.
Jealousy is quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, envy is loud.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But wisdom knows when to shut up.
Yeah.
Protect your circle, protect your peace, and live your life on your own terms.
Yeah. And someone that's joining us probably can tell you a little bit more about the jealousy versus the envy. As Broker J3 said, some things that people do when they're envious of you, you just don't know who to trust. And sometimes you can have a sibling or a family member and you're doing better than they are, and they could be envious of you. So, like I said, we're bringing you this episode based on things that we have experienced.
Yes.
We're not saying that all family members are not do not have your personal interests at heart. We're not saying all church members don't have your personal interests at heart. We're just saying protect your peace and don't share all of that information with everybody, because until you can learn to trust, you can trust that person. Just be careful. Hey, Gustavus, how are you doing? Hey, family. Thank you guys for your gifts. You guys have been off the chain.
That's right, Gus. We talked about even the church members can have envy and jealousy. Yeah, we talked about that. Mm-hmm. We sure did. Make sure you go back on the YouTube, Gus, and watch the full episode. We know you got here a little late, but you'll definitely enjoy the episode this evening.
Yes. And someone commented about the freedom of speech. Now, we talked about that on our previous episode. We're getting ready to go live in a few minutes again because we're bringing you more content because we've realized that a lot of people want to hear what we have to say. So we're going to go live at about 7 o'clock. And we're going to talk about that free speech. We're not going to spend the entire episode like we did the last time because it got a little deep the last time we talked about it.
Got a little heavy.
But we do want to bring you exactly what's going on now. So we hope you guys come back and join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Exactly. So hopefully you
Yeah.
guys can join us while we get into the political news
Yeah.
that's going on. So we brought you guys our people topic,
Yeah.
for our people that need to know what's going on. And we will be back again, like Dr. B said, at 7 to talk about some of the political news that's going on right now. And yes, you're right. We may even touch on that Jimmy Fallon situation, which is kind of ridiculous. That goes to show it's funny that some people commented a couple of days ago in regards when we was talking about how our freedom of speech, it seemed like it's being taken away, and they told us no, we're living in a crazy world, they can't do that. But yet look what happened to Jimmy Fallon. He said something that the president didn't like, and all of a sudden now he don't have a job.
Yeah. So this, what we bring you, we're educating you. Even the topic that we had today, we're educating you, because when you know better, you do better. And sometimes people are so kind, because I used to be like that. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was a really kind person. I would believe anything anybody tell me. I would give you the shirt off my back if I could. But I've learned that everybody does not have my interests at heart. And some people will use you.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling in the world, to know that you're being used. Okay, guys?
So if you want to join us for our political news update, join us at 7. We will be back on all platforms again. So we'll see you guys that want to join us then. And until then, I'm that boy. I'm that guy. I'm that favorite uncle, Broker J3.
And big boy, yes, it is Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, that is.
Yes, I'm so
Kimmel.
sorry about
yes,
that.
Yes, it is Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, it is. And that's part of our discussion at 7 p.m. Okay, guys, now remember, I am your girl. I'm not just your girl. I'm your favorite auntie, Dr. B. And thank you guys for joining us.
And as always, let's talk about it.
Thank you.